Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'akol niya b'devaru. The basic characteristic that identifies us as Jews is Torah. The most important moment in Jewish history is when God appeared on Mount Sinai and revealed his will to the Jewish people. And his will is contained in the Torah, or called the 5 books of Moses by some. It is an obligation that we have to study the Torah every day. We have to study it day and night, really. Does the Torah instruct us to study the Torah? Actually not. In the Torah itself, you find an obligation to teach children. So our rabbis say, how can you teach without study? It's actually an indirect form of ordering you, enabling you to study the Torah. In order to teach, you must learn yourself. However, there is a different sentence, a different verse that is not in the Torah itself. It's in the book of Joshua. Vehagita bo yomam v'layla. You shall delve in it. You have to think about it day and night. I remember our revered rabbi and teacher, Rabbi Joseph Soloveitchik, on one moment said, why is it that this pasuk, this verse, is first found in the book of Joshua, not in the Torah itself? Why doesn't the Torah itself say that? So his answer was that while Moses was alive, maybe we didn't feel the need to study, because if there was any problem, if we couldn't understand something, we could always go to Moses and ask him, Moshe, what is the solution to this problem? But once Moshe passed away, we realized that we are orphaned. Now we have to study each and every one of us, because there is no giant like Moshe who can answer all our queries. In that sense, then, the study of Torah has become the most important thing for us. The central part of a service on the Sabbath and holidays is the reading of the Torah. The reading of the Torah is basically a study period. What does it mean to study? To hear it again, to read it again. This is how we study. Does it make any sense to keep on reading the same thing again and again? Actually, what we do in the synagogue nowadays, and this goes back to Babylon, that we finish the reading of the Torah every year on a day called Simchat Torah, special day of joy with the Torah. We start the Torah, and a year later, we finish the Torah on that same day. What sense does it make to keep on saying the same thing year in, year out? Do we read the same book year in and year out? Well, if you think that the Torah is infinite wisdom, then no matter how many times you read it, you will never fathom everything in that book. And there's something also very important also. When I read the Torah, the following year, the Torah remains the same, but I'm different. I already listened to it with the new experiences I acquired during the past year. And as years pass by, you gain new insights into the meaning of the Torah. Nowadays, more than any material good that I can acquire, a new insight, a new understanding into an idea gives me the greatest joy. Maybe this is why a mourner during the period of Shiva is not allowed to study Torah, because the study of Torah brings about joy of the spirit, and a mourner should not enjoy himself in those days. So let us pray that God does not convert us into mourners, that we can study the Torah every day. And remember, the study of the Torah is not an obligation. It is basically a privilege.